Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. I'm going to title this video, Pretty Soon It Won't Be Safe for Women to Be Outside. Okay. And I got two different accounts that just recently happened that validates my point that I'm trying to project in this video. Okay. And we're going to go into them in just a moment. But let me talk about the topic at hand. All right. Pretty soon it won't be safe for women to be outside. All right. Now, with everything that's going on in the world, okay, it's already, technically not safe for, a woman to run around the streets careless, not circumspect, and throwing caution at the wind. You see? Because there's a lot of sexual perverts out here and just full-blown maniacs, right? Sadistic people that are, lurking out here trying to take advantage of someone. And the easiest victim to take advantage of is a woman, women and children, right? And I'll probably say the elderly, okay? And, violence in women are like water and oil, right? They don't mix. Okay. And we're coming into a violent and chaotic time in America, right? To where it's going to be every man for themselves. All right. So a lot of this feminist, independent movement that these women are participating in, all right, that's getting ready to stop. Okay, you're not finna be going to the club anymore, leaving the club at 2 a.m. with your homegirls, standing outside waiting for an Uber, right? You're not finna be walking the streets late at night by yourself anymore. You're not gonna want to. Okay, as we get closer to the end, all right, a lot of these men are going to start targeting women. Okay. A lot of these men are going to start targeting women. Okay. And they're going to be, they're going to be like predators pouncing on the prey. Okay. And unfortunately, that's what happened to this young woman right here. Okay. This is an article. It says, migrant accused of raping and killing Jocelyn Nungarai, 12 years old, right, appears in court as horrific new details emerge. Okay, so we're going to go into this situation right here, and as I read this situation, okay, let this be a warning to all of you women out here who think you can just mosey outside with no protection late at night, right? Because a lot of women think that they could make the same mistake that this little girl made, right? And they think nothing's going to happen to them, not knowing what time period we're in regards to prophecy. We're in the time period of anarchy and chaos, right? And these women still haven't figured it out yet. Okay, so we're just gonna go down here and get straight into what happened. It says prosecutors, and these are the two men that sexually assaulted this woman, this young woman, right, and killed her. Right. It says prosecutors say that the two men who lived in the same apartment complex as Nungarai followed her to a nearby 7-Eleven. All right. So when I read that earlier, right, when I read that fact that, these men lived in the same apartment complex as her, okay, instantly what popped into my mind is that probably for a while, okay, these men were stalking this woman, right? They were stalking this little girl, okay? They probably noticed her months before they actually, did this to her, okay? And that's something that a lot of you women, all right, you need to pay very close attention to while you're out here not paying attention, okay? Especially if you're a fairly attractive woman. You know what I'm saying? You might have a stalker. You might have a dude that's paying close attention to your whereabouts. You might have a dude that is, waiting for you to come out of the building. Okay? And nowadays, it's so easy to stalk someone because of, social media and different outlets like that. Men can track women down a lot easier. You see? And this is why, hey, women, y'all better be careful, man. You don't know what man is lurking in the shadows, waiting to take advantage of you. Okay? It says, shortly after she snuck out of her house on June 16th and asked her for directions. Okay? This is the young girl right here, 12 years old. All right? Now, the mistake that she made is she snuck out her house late at night. Okay? She thought shit was sweet. Snuck out of her house and then went to 7-Eleven. Okay? Now, I do security late at night, right? I've been doing graveyard, working a graveyard shift as a security guard. For about 4 years now, man. So I have experience on what happens when the sun goes down on these streets. And the only thing that's out here walking around late at night are, mentally unstable people like crackheads and, bums and, just all sorts of different characters and spirits. I'm not saying that that's the only thing that's out here, because I did say that was the only thing, but, that's a large majority of the people that, are walking around late at night. Okay. So a young, tender, somewhat attractive young woman, a young, fair woman. Okay. She's walking around late at night. Okay. She's liable for one of these crazies to run up on her, right, and try to have their way with her. Okay, it's very likely at nighttime. All right, and she snuck out the house. Okay, for her to sneak out the house, that means that she wasn't supposed to do that. So she went against her parents' orders. Okay, and she paid the price, unfortunately. Let's read into it. It says, while at the convenience store, Nungure called her 13-year-old boyfriend, who later reported he heard her talking to two adults. The suspects then allegedly lured Nungure under a bridge, where they stripped her naked to the waist and sexually assaulted her for 2 hours. Ramos and Martinez also allegedly bound Nungure's hands behind her back during the assault, then strangled her and dumped her body in the bayou. She would be found by a passerby hours later with her feet also bound and her back covered in cuts. So, they pretty much took her under a bridge and had their way with her, man. They took her under a bridge and had their way with her. Why? Because she was out walking around, not being circumspect, not paying attention. Okay. And this is somewhat of the same story of that woman recently that was it shows her on camera walking around, I believe, the Bronx in New York. She's walking late at night by herself. Another woman walking late at night by herself. And then some nigga come behind her. She ain't even paying attention. This how much her head is in the clouds. Some nigga come behind her with a belt and just wrap it around her neck. Pull her down to the ground till she choke unconscious. She goes unconscious. And then he pulls her in between two cars and sexually assaults her right there on the scene. And all of that happened on camera. Okay? So that's another example of a woman just walking around careless, not paying attention. All right? And the two men that did that to this woman were migrants, right? Migrants from these other countries that the U.S. government brought these niggas in by the millions, okay? And these migrants, man, they come from a savage world, man, right? They come from a very impoverished environment. They come from an environment where crime is through the roof and, the police are not as active, just full chaos, right? Because I believe these men are from Venezuela. So that means that they're more than likely from the tribe of Naphtali, right? Okay, but for them to be migrants, that means that they come probably from a land of just pure suffering, man, right? And crime. So when they come out, so now that they're out here in America, all right, they're going to continue that crime because it's what they know. This is the type of shit that they know. This is what they're accustomed to. Women get sexually assaulted out there and thrown in rivers all the time. Right? So now it's going to start happening out here a lot more frequently now, man. All right? So you women, you can expect local serial killers to be in your neighborhood, right? You can expect, men following you home. Okay, all of that is going to increase. All right? Because this is the judgment of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai on you wicked ass women, man. All right? The Lord got her. Unfortunately, it's a sad situation, and her mother and everybody was crying. But hey, she wasn't paying attention. She wasn't circumspect. She thought shit was a joke. Running around out here late at night by herself as a woman. Right? Here's some pictures. Where the pictures at of her? Because there's some pictures on here where she was walking around late at night. Let me see. Hang on. Let me see if I can find them pictures. Right? Okay. Give me a second, all right? Because I seen some pictures of her at the store. Yeah, look, here's one picture. You see, this is her at the store, right? Look, her walking around. These are the last photos of her alive. And you see the man that's with her, that's one of the dudes that sexually assaulted her and killed her, right? So it looked like he probably coerced her, right? It looked like he coerced her and persuaded her to come with him. And her not paying attention, her being gullible, like most women are, walk right into the trap. It's so many women right now that are jumping in cars with random dudes after nightclubs, and then, days later, their body is found dismembered, or, hey, those situations and those stories are starting to happen more and more frequently, Okay? Because the Lord is getting ready to shut down these females' pride, man. All right. So, yeah, this is a sad situation. You know, you can see her family crying, and, you know, they're probably really hurt about that. You know, the fact that they got to receive the news that their daughter was sexually assaulted by two grown men, and her body was found in a river, and she was only 12 years old. But, hey, unfortunately, you know, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, okay, he don't have no respect of persons. Okay? And the Lord is going to start making examples of everybody, man. It don't matter the age. Okay? Let's get this scripture right here. This is Sirach 26:10. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Right? That means your daughter is really supposed to be on a strict program, right? Until she's transferred to her husband and she becomes his responsibility, right? So that's why it says keep her in straitly, okay? This woman wasn't kept in straitly, all right? And she suffered the consequences, okay? She thought she was exercising her, American female privilege, okay, not knowing that there's some savages out here that are lurking in the cut, waiting for a woman to slip up. All right. And then the key point right here, it says, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. You see? So she had too much liberty to be running around. And that's what America gives these women. They got too much fucking liberty, man. 12-year-old girl just jumped through the window and then she just go to 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing at 7-Eleven late at night? You know what I'm saying? You just 7-Eleven by yourself, 12 years old, you a young girl. Yeah, she was asking for it. You know, and I guarantee you that probably wasn't her first time doing that. She's probably an outside type of chick that always likes to be outside and, run around the streets. But hey, that type of shit is not going to be safe anymore, man. All right. A woman being in the streets is not going to be safe anymore. All right. Here's another situation right here. Okay. Here's another situation where, I'm going to just read it. It says 31-year-old OnlyFans dancer Tisha Bruley shot 40 times inside Uber after leaving the strip club, possibly by client. Right? And this is another woman, but this woman is she's a little bit more look at her. She's about that action for real. She's really outside. Okay? Now, apparently the story is that this woman, she's an OnlyFans model or something like that. And, and she's a stripper. So that's a wicked, adulterous, evil lifestyle, I must say. Okay. And, she was leaving her strip club and somebody shot the fucking Uber up 40 times and killed her right there on the spot. You see? And this is another woman that's outside thinking shit is a joke, especially with the profession that she's involved in. You're running around being sexually promiscuous. Niggas, if you're a stripper, niggas is going to the strip club looking at your body and you doing all the, look at her doing. That's why the Lord got her ass like that. A cold judgment for your ass. Okay. Look at her, man. Let me go back to that. You see her? She ain't got no shame. You see? Well, I can't go back, whatever. But yeah, that woman ain't got no shame. You see? So yeah, you women are going to start getting judged. All right? Running around the streets. being a hooker, or just, just trying to be like one of them girls that, likes to be out late at night and think you can walk home at 2 a.m. type shit. Them days is about to stop, man. Okay? Them days is about to stop. All right? You women are about to start getting, the hammer is about to start coming down on y'all, man, for being careless out here. Let me get that real quick. Careless women, right? This is Isaiah 32 and in 9, starting at verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Okay? And these two women were careless, right? All right? This young girl was careless, being outside by herself at 12 years old. Sad. Last photos of her alive. Niggas got her. She thought everything was cool and sweet and, this is what she does all the time type shit. Okay? And then you had this situation right here. You had this situation right here where this stripper, she got ran down. Niggas lit her ass up, man. Okay? Niggas lit her the fuck up with some hot shells, man. Okay? Because she's careless. All right? That's why the Lord said, "Rise up, ye careless women." Women that are at ease. You have to be very comfortable you got to be a very comfortable person to just be at a strip club and just let everybody see your body and be an OnlyFans model and live a life of, debauchery and just think nothing can happen to you. You got to be a very careless woman. Yeah, Salakia, but yeah, this is her. This is her life. All right. Careless daughter. She was in a music video and all that, shaking her goods. Lord, put her out of her fucking misery. Verse 10, it says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." Meaning that comfortability is going to start getting stripped away from y'all. And ultimately what's going to yank that comfortability out of you women's hands is death. You know what I mean? Death is going to be at every corner against y'all now. All right? And a lot of these men are going to start rising up. These crazy sexually perverted men are going to start rising up and targeting you women. So you're going to be afraid to show your face. It ain't going to be like how it is now, where every woman is trying to be the hot shot on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Every woman is trying to, be the baddest bitch in a room. Y'all going to be afraid to show y'all face. All right? The Lord is going to humble that pride on y'all, man. Okay? Last one right here. This is what both of these women, this is the program that they both should have followed. Maybe they would have still been alive today. Titus 2:4-5. It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. You see? Okay, but the key word for me in this verse is keepers at home, right? You women need to stay your ass in the house, man. All right? Especially late at night. All right? There's too many women that are free spirits running the streets like men. Okay? A lot of you women need to be more homebody oriented. All right. Because what's going on out here is madness. All right. Madness is going on outside. Okay. And a woman is a primary target of madness because y'all are the easiest target. Y'all are soft targets, man. You know, so learn from these two situations right here on what not to do, because you know, these times are rough and there are a lot of sick, twisted individuals that are looking to take advantage of somebody. Okay. You know, it's just a lot of women don't have the understanding to, you know, put the pieces of the puzzle together to know what time period we're in. But we're in a time period of all out chaos and anarchy. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Shalom, shalom.